Come here, me little Jackie, now I've smoked me backy, have a bit of cracky till the boat comes in. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy, dance to the daddy, to the mommy sing. Thou shalt have the fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have the fishy when the boat comes in.
Right, now lads, running on the spot. When I blow the whistle, start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, 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 up. Leslie Jackson, you're not trying. When I say jump, young man, you jump. Up, 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 up. Right, now we're going to touch our toes, and I want to see everybody go right down. Arms raised, and down we go. Arms raised, and down we go. Right down, Leslie Jackson, and keep those knees straight. Arms
Poor
raised,
little bugger.
and down we go. Stand up. Right, get back into 4 straight lines and stand like soldiers. Right. Now, there's one thing soldiers don't do on parade. Leslie Jackson, what is it?
You don't talk, miss.
Mind you don't either.
Ah, you'd have made a grand sergeant major.
You've been to our Tom's.
I just thought I'd take the bairn for a walk.
As far as the off licence. There's nothing happened to Mary, has there?
Well, she's no different.
Is Tom with her?
He's after a job.
She shouldn't be left alone. A job?
Well, that's what he said.
What in the world kind of job could he get round here? You get back to Mary, ma'am, and mind you stay with her till Tom comes. Fine lot of soldiers I've got talking on parade. Right, now, let's see if you can march as well as you can talk. Attention! About, turn! Right, by the left, quick, march! Left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left, left, left. Leslie Jackson! Left, 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 right, left, left.
There you are, me bairn.
Thanks, ma'am.
Now you're good. It's medicine.
Oh, that's what it tastes like.
It's food. That's what stout is. Real nourishing food.
Our family's always been tea. Never anything but a glass of port at Christmas.
Well, I haven't. And never a day's illness in my life. Drink it up now. It's good for what ails you.
You really think so?
I know so.
You think it'll make me better?
Of course it will. Takes time, that's all.
I don't think I've got that much time left.
Ah, don't talk daft, of course.
How's the bairn?
Sleep?
He's a good bairn.
He is that.
I'd have liked more.
You'll get them.
No, ma'am. Look at me. Couldn't let Tom come near me, even if he wanted to.
Now, you listen to me, Mary Seaton. Tom loves you.
It's very kind.
Oh, no, he's not. Not to everybody. I'm his mother, and I should know. But he loves you and the bairn. He'd do anything for you, too.
He's gone for a job.
Ah, he told me.
But the strike's still on. How could he get a job round here?
That's what Jessie said.
How could he, ma'am?
Well, there's more jobs in the pits. Maybe he's got the chance of a bit labouring.
But he's a skilled man.
He needs the money, Mary.
For me.
Aye, for you and for the bairn. Maybe there's a bit left over to put in his pocket for when he fancies a drop. God knows it's not much to ask.
No, it's not. It's more than you get in Gallus Shield.
Now, mind you go careful with that. There's not much left. Where's your mother?
Gone to our Tom's.
Mary bad.
Just the same, she says.
Do you think she's dying?
No. She's been murdered by the buses.
She's got TB, Jessie. Even work won't cure that.
A decent wage would. Proper care, proper food. How long's the strike been on now, Dad?
7 weeks.
7 weeks. When it started, she was as healthy as I am. No sign of a settlement.
No. Who has to meet the buses? They won't look at us.
So there's no jobs?
The pits is closed, you know that.
The strike's 100%.
By God, it better be. What are you asking all these questions for?
Something Ma'am told me.
Don't tell her she's found a job.
No. Tom has.
Don't talk daft.
I tell you, he has.
Then God help him.
You mean you won't?
Well, if I can, I will. Very likely it won't be up to me.
gotcha.
Ford, you...
What are you doing here?
Bit of fresh air.
We can't meet here, Jack. We can't.
Frighten somebody who'll catch us.
Of course I am, you daft thing. Cook's just gone out for a walk. You better come inside.
What, in your boss's place?
They've all gone off to tea at the vicarage. You can come back for 10 minutes, but that's all, mind, Jack. We must be clean mad, the pair of us. Jack, if your Jessie was to find out...
We are mad. Especially me. I'm bloody raving.
Jack, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Sure you won't join me?
Yes, I am. I'll hardly have time to wash one glass out. Now, come on, hurry up. Say what you have to say and get out.
You know what I came here for?
Mind me cap, you great fool. Well, what did you come here for?
To have a look at your young man.
You never.
I did.
You went into the bank?
That's right.
But you haven't got a bank account, have you?
For depositing me strike pay? No. No, I just went in and asked him to change me a quid.
Well, what did he say?
He said, how would you like it, half crowns or florins? I wouldn't call him much of a talker. In fact, I wouldn't call him much of anything.
I would, Jack. I'd call him a fella in work. Good pay, prospects, a chance to buy his own house. He might even be a bank manager one day. And if he was,
well,
I'd call him me husband. And you'd call him Sir.
Has he proposed yet?
Well, no. But he will. And when he does, that's you and me finished. Now, I mean that, Jack.
All right, you mean it.
Be sensible, man. What else can I say?
Nout.
Oh, if only you had a job.
And no, Jessie.
Oh, then maybe you wouldn't want me either.
Oh.
I'll have to wait, Jack. I've got work to do. Jack. Now, Jack, they've got company staying.
Who this time?
Oh, some fella up for a board meeting or something. I've got all the swords to polish.
Swords? What does he do? Swallow them?
Collects them.
Oh, your gaffer trying to sell him some?
No, sucking up to him more likely. That Manners has got pots of money.
Manners? What's his first name?
Jack, you'd never believe it. It's Horatio.
Sir Horatio?
Yes? How on earth did you know? Have you met him?
Actually, no. But I once knew his son rather well.
You never stop kidding, do you? But I've got to get back. Come on, hurry up, finish your drink and go.
All right.
Where are you off to now? Back to her?
As a matter of fact, no. I'm going to give a poor old chap a few of your young man's half-crowns.
Where do you think you've been?
Over to our Tom's, I told you.
You gone into the pub on the way back?
Only had one.
Serve it in buckets now, do they?
And Jill, that's all I had. One Jill. Don't see what call you've got to go criticise.
Where's Tom?
With Mary, where else would he be?
What's all this about a job?
Job?
Ma'am, for heaven's sake, sit down and concentrate. Didn't Tom tell you he'd got a job?
That's right, he did.
What kind of a job?
He didn't say.
It didn't occur to you to ask him?
I was busy with the bairn and Mary. That's woman's business. Most of us leaves the jobs to the men when they can get them.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to be rude.
Oh, it's all right, Henny. It's just I don't know what all the commotion's about. Thought you'd be pleased our Tom's in work, even if it is only labouring.
Oh. Well, if that's all it is...
Just a minute, Dad. Did Tom say it was labouring?
No, but...
Did Mary?
She didn't know. But what else could it be, Pat? The pits is all closed.
And they'll stay closed.
Wait, Dad. Ma'am, how could he get a labouring job? The pits are closed. The yards are closed. There hasn't been any new building here in months.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he's got a job with the council.
Fat chance. There's queues miles long for council jobs.
You don't think he's going away, do you?
No, ma'am. I don't.
Well, then.
I think he's scabbing. That's what I think.
But he can't.
Why can't he?
Well, it's not right, he wouldn't.
By God, he better not.
If only I'd thought to ask him. Ah, but I'm sure you're wrong, Dad. You must be.
Don't worry, I'll ask him myself.
Are you going over there?
No, I've sent a bairn round to fetch him. This is one time he comes to me.
Well, who'll look after Mary?
He'll find somebody. What I've got to say to him won't take long.
Well, you'll be all right. Mrs. Laidler's downstairs with the bairn. And if you want anything, just knock on the floor. She'll be straight up.
What do you want to go out for?
Dar wants me.
What for?
God knows. Lodge meeting, likely. He's daft on the union.
You won't be long, will you?
Oh, Pet, I'll be as quick as I can.
Tom, wouldn't be about your job, would it?
My job's my business and yours and the bairn's. It's got naught to do with me, Dar.
Thought I'd make the bairn a matinee coat. I mean, you couldn't wear it again, not with all them holes in it. I don't want to get at you, but them holes is all hot ash off your pipe. If only you'd be a bit more
Bella,
careful. Aye?
I'm trying to read.
Nobody's stopping you.
You believe that, you believe anything.
Anybody in?
Aye, we're all here. Oh, it's you.
Jack, lad, I'm glad to see you. What in the world you got there? Fancy poker?
The sword, Mrs. Seaton.
You've never gone and joined up again.
None of the using these things. No, I got it off old Sammy Foster.
What for?
5 bob. He thought he could get 7 and 6, but he hadn't reckoned on how thirsty he was.
Jack.
Let's have a look at it. Hey, I never thought old Sammy would part with that.
When you're skint, you'll part with anything.
Don't you believe it, son?
If he was so fond of it, why didn't he keep it clean?
Because he cannot. Crippled with rheumatism, old Sammy.
You can lift a glass all the same. I wonder if I could give it a bit of a clean-up, Mrs. Seaton. It's no good dirty, is it?
Can't you do it at your own place?
Jessie!
Well, my landlady won't let me anywhere near her kitchen, never mind her mepo.
Of course you can, Jack. It's only that,
Our Tom's coming. Him and me have a bit of business to talk over.
Oh, I see. Well, look, I don't want to be in the way.
You're never in the way here, Jack, lad. You can use the front room.
Well, I don't want to make a mess.
Well, there's plenty newspapers. Here. And dusters.
Thanks, Mrs. Seaton.
Oh, Jesse will give you a hand.
I just want a word with Tom first.
Go and help Jack.
But, Dad, I want
You
to...
do as you're told. Get away in that front room.
When he says jump, Jessie, you jump.
What's that?
Something I heard you say this morning. Seems to run in the family. You want me out the way I know.
Aye. Few minutes anyway. How do we down to Bluebell and get us a jug of beer if there's out left? You got no beer then?
You'll not get angry.
That's up to him. Go and get us a drink.
Going in for fencing, are you?
Well, this thing, more like felling trees.
Starting a collection, then?
In a way, bonny lass, in a way.
Jack Ford, just what are you up to?
Up to. I happen to have a few bob, and Sammy happened to have this sword, and I took a fancy to it.
I don't believe you.
I didn't think you would. You're always going on at me about getting on and making myself a mount to something.
I don't mean to nag you, Jack.
Yes, you do. Thank God. If you didn't, I'd never get off me backside.
There's no need for coarseness.
Ah, you're right. You'll never get on if you're coarse.
But what's that got to do with buying a sword?
If it works, I'll tell you.
It's not illegal, is it?
No, love. Not this time. You and Billy say I've got brains. Well, I'm trying to use them. Have you heard from him?
Billy is still studying hard.
Well, if I'm going to have a doctor for a brother-in-law, I'll have to make something of myself.
I still don't see where that sword comes into it.
Now, don't rush us, bonny lass. Maybe it doesn't.
Dad, just listen a minute.
You're a bloody liar!
Aye, the business meeting started.
Dad, for God's sake!
He told us to stay out.
No, Pet, he told you to stay out. Hey, now, wait a minute. Who do you think you are, Jack Johnson?
You let go of me! You're not in this family yet! Damn you, Jack! Let go!
Let's hear what he's done first.
He's a bloody scab!
He's admitted it.
Aye.
You're a blackleg.
Not yet. But I will be on Monday.
Are you out of your bloody mind?
No more than anybody else round here.
Awake, man.
You know.
No, Tom, not me, but your manners will belt the living daylights out of you.
Ah, they would if they got the chance. But they won't. I'll have police protection.
You'd hide behind the bloody bobbies!
I would.
But why, Tom? Why?
Because of Mary. She's dying and I couldn't do a thing about it. Well, now I can.
But not this way, Tom! Not betray the rest of us!
Show us another way, then. It's all right for you. You've got her to keep you.
I'll help you as well, Tom, when I can.
Ah, you do. And so is Jack, and I'm grateful. But gratitude doesn't pay doctor's bills, only money does that. And I'm gonna get it. So if you're not gonna build us, Jack, I'll say good night.
Tom. I'm sorry I hit you, son.
I'm not sorry I didn't hit you back. I could have done if you weren't me father.
What are we going to do?
Nout.
What do you mean, nout?
What I say, he's right. His wife's dying, and the only way he can get money for her is to scab, so he'll have to scab.
You defended him.
What do you want me to do? Tell him to stick by his mates and watch Mary die?
But they'll kill him.
He's got police protection.
He won't always. They'll kill him!
Now it's on, come then.
Sir Horatio, manners, please. My name is Ford.
Jack, for heaven's sake.
I think you'll find I'm expected.
Beg pardon, sir. There's a Mr. Ford to see you.
Very well, show him in. Well, girl?
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Mr. Ford, sir.
Come in, Ford, come in. Sit down, won't you?
Thank you very much.
Care for a cigarette?
Thank you.
See, you brought it with you.
Yes, sir. I said I would when I wrote to you.
Yes. You also said you knew my son.
I was his sergeant, sir.
Yes. He wrote to me about you once or twice.
Yes, sir.
You, impressed him. And you puzzled him, too.
Puzzled him, sir.
You were his equal in strength and courage.
Oh, I doubt that, sir.
He didn't. Had twice as many brains, used them, too. What puzzled him was that he knew you would survive the war and he wouldn't. And he was right. Did you see him die?
Yes, sir. I was holding him.
Did he say anything?
Yes, sir. He said, "What the hell am I doing here, Sergeant?" I said I'd be at the Savile. And then he died.
Was there much pain? No, that's a damn fool question. You'd lie anyway.
I would, sir, but I don't have to. He went very quick, sir.
You have a kind heart as well as a good brain. Did you like the army?
No, sir.
Why not?
People kept on trying to kill me, sir.
I forgot. You never knew it in peacetime, did you? It's all I did know. I was a sergeant too, you know.
Yes, sir.
Didn't my son tell you?
We didn't have all that much time to chat, sir.
12 years. Then I took my discharge. My brother sergeants thought I was mad. I didn't. I went into business. Used my savings and my wits. I am a rich man, Ford. I suppose you knew that.
It seemed likely, sir. You've got a title and your son was always flush.
Go on.
He had money, sir. A lot more than his pay.
You didn't?
Still don't.
Like a glass of sherry.
No, thank you, sir.
Anything else?
If there's any whiskey, sir.
There is indeed. Took your time contacting me, didn't you? It's 4 years since my son died.
Didn't know where you were, sir.
A man with your brains could find out, surely.
I didn't think you'd want to see me just after your son was killed, sir.
That's much better.
Then I read in the papers you were staying up here.
Did you also read that I was considering opening a factory here?
No, sir.
Do you know, I think I believe you. Good one. Good condition, too. Must be 50 years old.
All of that, sir.
And bright as new. Someone's been to a lot of trouble over this.
My uncle, sir.
Oh, uncle, eh? What was his name?
Ford, sir.
I don't remember any Fords.
Oh, he'd be a good 20 years older than you, sir. If he lived.
But he was in my regiment.
So he said, sir.
Ah, my son was right. You've got brains. Why say he was in my regiment if he wasn't?
That's what I think, sir.
So why should I bother to look him up?
And he did have the sword, sir.
So he did. One wonders how. Wasn't supposed to, you know.
Probably forgot to hand it in, sir.
How much do you want for it?
Nothing, sir. It's a gift.
You're very generous.
I don't think so, sir.
Don't you?
No, sir. But I was with your son when he died.
You have a civil tongue, all right, but you're still telling me I owe you a debt. Have another whiskey.
Thank you very much.
Thank my host. I didn't pay for it. I think I'm going to offer you a job.
A job, sir?
Don't sound so surprised. It's what you came here for, isn't it?
Get out, yes!
Stand clear of those gates.
We are picketing, Inspector. We're not breaking the law.
You're creating an obstruction. Stand clear. If I have to move you, I will.
All right, lads. Let them in.
Scab! 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 Scab!
I'm surprised you didn't bring your sword with you.
Need a bodyguard now, do you?
No, it's our Tom needs the bodyguard.
I heard he'd got one.
He has, with Bobby's.
Just as well.
You just don't care, do you?
Care? What about?
About what our Tom's doing, you don't care a scrap.
He's doing the best he can, Jesse. I'm blowed if I know what I can do about it. As far as I can see, what you want me to do is to stop Tom from blacklegging and at the same time make sure Mary doesn't die from TB. Is that it?
You're always so logical.
You're always so emotional.
There's nothing wrong with emotion.
In its place, it's fine.
And just what is its place?
With us, bonny lass. With you and me. Together.
But the only love you know.
It's the one I want. The only one.
Jack, listen. Nothing can save Tom now.
Not even the bobbies?
Not even them. Sooner or later, one of the pickets will recognise him, and when they do, they'll get him. You know that.
Aye, I do.
And Mary will die.
It's likely.
And we can't do anything about it.
Not a thing.
But they're not the only ones. There's hundreds of thousands of Marys and Toms all over the country. They're the ones that we should be thinking about.
You think I haven't? They're trapped, love, just like Tom is.
Trapped by the system.
Then we better change the system.
That's right. I'm serious, Jack.
I wouldn't doubt you. Go to the union meeting, is that it? Knock on doors, make speeches?
Yes.
And change the world?
It's time it was changed.
And I'm the one to do it.
We'd all have to do it, but most of us need leading.
And I'm the leader?
Yes, Jack. Whether you like it or not, you are.
You're wrong.
Just listen a minute.
No, love. You've had your say. Now you just listen and I'll tell you why you're wrong. I'm not changing the system because I don't want to. The system suits me fine.
How can you sit there and say that?
Because it's true. The system's only bad for the ones that don't have any money.
Well, then.
I'm going to get money. Lots of money.
And a house, I suppose, and a car, and a chauffeur, and a parlour maid.
Give him time, lass. Give him time.
What are you going to do, rob a bank?
Nothing so strenuous. I'm going to work.
You've got a job.
Starting next month.
But how can you? The strike... You wouldn't blackleg.
Boss has gone blackleg, Jessie.
Bosses?
We can't talk here. Come on home and I'll tell you. Come in here. It's time I told you about Sammy Foster's sword.
You been drinking?
Only whiskey, and that was yesterday. With the chairman of my board of directors.
Chairman of you... What on earth are you talking about?
Listen and I'll tell you. I bought old Sammy's sword because I knew Sir Horatio Manners was up here on business. And Sir Horatio was the father of my company commander, the one that was killed on the Somme. And I knew the old fella collected swords, and I knew he'd been in Sammy's regiment. So I bought old Sammy's sword and gave it to him.
Gave it to a bloke with pots of money?
That's right. And talked about his son. You know, buttoning him up.
Told him lies, you mean?
I didn't have to. The truth did fine. Captain was a nice fella. Seems he liked me and all. I had a bit of luck there. He'd written to his father and told him so.
So this what's-his-name took pity on you and offered you a job? Jack, that's no better than begging.
Well, that's the way I had it planned right enough, but it isn't the way it happened. He was on to me in the first 5 minutes.
I'm surprised he didn't have you thrown out.
So was I, for a start. Then the penny dropped. There we were, talking away nice as pie, smoking cigarettes and drinking whiskey. And the whole thing was just an examination.
Examination of what?
Me.
What do you want to know about you?
Me brains. How well I could talk. What lies I could get away with. How ruthless I could be if I had to.
Did you pass this exam?
With honours. He says he can use me.
Doing what?
Selling.
You're going to be a tallyman and knock on doors?
Wholesale selling, love. First division stuff. Drinks with the directors. Dinner with the sales manager. Slipping the mare. Havana cigar.
He really offered you that?
Aye, he did. You could have knocked me down with a feather.
But why you, Jack?
Well, for a start, I'm dead common. And so are the blokes I'll be selling to. I'll just be one of the lads, Horatio says.
But you've had no education.
That's where you're wrong, bonny lass. Old Horatio reckons I've got the best education possible. I'm a trained engineer, and I was a sergeant in the army.
What's that got to do with it?
So was he. And we can both spot a malingerer from 100 yards.
And yell at him?
And give him the sack.
You do that?
Aye.
You're climbing high, Jack.
Long way to fall, you mean? Don't worry, love. I've always had a good head for heights.
He's paying you well.
3 months' trial at £7 a week, then straight on to 450 a year. And expenses, of course.
Of course. Where do we live? Gosforth?
You don't get jobs like that round here, love. We live in London.
London? I've never been there.
I have, on leave. You like it, I know I did.
But what about Mum and Dad?
We can still help them. We can help Tom and Mary and all. 450 a year, Jessie.
Will you have to do a lot of that? Sacking people, I mean.
Seems likely.
Won't you be in trouble with the unions?
Oh, I doubt it. Old Horatio doesn't use much union labour. It's funny that. He was talking about opening up round here. I don't think he will after what I had to say.
You talked him out of it?
I think so.
Jack, how could you? This place is crying out for jobs.
They'll only get Horatio's jobs on Horatio's terms, and he won't have unions. Jessie, I knew long enough since I could never change the system. All I can do is join it. And buy you a nice house. And a maid, maybe. And a car to take us to the golf club on Sundays.
And work with scabs. And be a bus scab yourself. You're no better than Tom. In fact, you're a damn sight worse.
What on earth are you on about?
You'd better go, Jack.
The tea's all ready.
I don't want it.
It's a nice bit of fish.
No thanks, Mum.
Cup of tea, then. Been out with Jack, have you?
You know I have.
And I know you've had a row and all. Jessie. Jessie, that's no way to keep a man like Jack Ford. He's a real man, is Jack. A bonny lad, too, and a grand one for making you laugh. He'd have any girl he wanted. But you are the lucky one.
Lucky?
Now, take a look in the mirror, me bairn. You're not exactly plain, but you're no Mary Pickford now, are you?
No, ma'am, I'm not.
There's times I've wondered what he sees in you. I think I know all the same.
Do you?
You've got spirit, Jessie. You're frightening out and you stand by your family. And you're an honest girl. Honest through and through, even when honesty hurts. I admire that more than anything.
You think Jack's like that?
I know he's not, and so do you. But that's why he wants you, me bairn. So some of that honesty might rub off on him.
I doubt it, Mum.
Well, it wasn't hard to give it a try. See, there's two Jacks, Jessie. There's a big laughing lad who'd give you the shirt off his back. And there's clever Jack, crafty Jack. Hammer you flat if you got in his way.
You think I could stop him being like that?
Not the way you're going. There's times I wonder if you've forgotten you're a woman. When did he last kiss you?
Please, Mum.
And when did you last make him want to?
There were grand times then. Every man of us in work. I bought the piano, remember? Young Billy could play it lovely.
Tom?
No, all he could think about was football. Daft on it he was. And there was that talent scout for Sunderland after him. You remember? Ah, it would be
Oh, it's you. Oh, how are you, pet?
I'm all right.
Hey, you'll be all the better for this.
Tom.
Yes, Dad?
I said I was sorry. I meant it. You all right?
So far.
How do you manage?
A bus. Need drivers there and back in a bus.
To the door?
I know. Not that daft. I jump off and there's nobody watching and dodge me way back.
But if anybody spots you...
I know. But she gets eggs and milk every day.
The Romans built this wall. Now, who can tell me who the Romans were? Well, George?
Fellas with swords and big helmets, miss. They used to throw the Christians to the lions.
They did a bit more than that, George. Can you tell us, Andy?
Roads, miss. They built roads and they were always dead straight.
That's right. Now, has anybody seen one? You have, Walter?
Yes, miss.
Where?
Grandad's, miss.
That's enough. Where does your granddad live, Walter?
Cheliford, miss. The road goes straight past his cottage. He says it's called the Military Road, and the Romans built it.
Quite right, they did. Nearly 1900 years ago. Now, who can tell me what military means?
It's something to do with soldiers, miss.
That's right. And the Roman soldiers built the road, just as they built their wall. And the wall's not far from here, either. Can anybody tell me the name of a place around here with wall in it? Yes, George?
Well, then, miss, but...
But what, George?
But there's no Romans live there now. That's where me Andy lives.
The Romans moved a long time ago, George. I don't suppose they'd recognise Wall's End now. But it's the place where the wall finished, all right. That's why it's called Wall's End. Got any swaps? Hand them over.
Please, miss. They're not mine, miss.
Oh, pinched them, did you?
They're me brothers, miss. He gave me an end of them. You about this, miss?
You might not be the only one. Hand them over. I'm waiting, Leslie.
No! I don't have to do what you say.
Oh, don't you?
No, I don't. My dad says your brother's a scab.
Hand over those cards. Not another word out of you this day, otherwise you're straight to Mr. Ashton. Go and sit down. Now then, we were talking about Wall's End and how it got its name. Who can tell me, please? George? Walter? Andy? Very well. Some books out. You can all do long division till you get your tongues back.
How much of the pain?
Same as they were offering before the strike started.
You'll not get fat on that.
I won't starve either.
Are they all local men doing this? I'm not here to spy, Tom. I'm only just asking.
All kinds. Scots and Welsh. Some blokes from down south. There's not many from round here.
Thank God for that.
Those that there is in the same boat as me, mostly. Sick wives. Sick bairns.
Have you thought what you'll do when the strike's settled?
Aye.
What, man?
Move away from here. What else can I do?
Emigrate?
I know. You need money for that. I thought about trying the Midlands. There's lots more jobs there from what I hear.
Motor cars. What the heck do you know about motor cars? What about Mary and the bairn?
Well, come with me.
But she's not fit to travel, man.
I wouldn't leave her here, Da.
Your man may look after them.
He'll be in enough trouble with a scab for a son without having a scab's wife living in your house.
Just do what I told you last weekend. Scab! 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 Scab!
Jessie, what in the world are you doing?
Tom with Mary.
No, Mary's asleep. Tom went out.
Out?
The doctor's got paid today. He's going to get some medicine.
Oh, dear God.
Why, what is it?
They know about him, Dad. They know he's a scab.
Are you sure?
One of the kids in my class told me. I better go to the doctor's and warn him. Where is it? Do you know?
Oh, no, it's over the other end of town somewhere.
Well, what's his name?
Johnson, was it? Thompson? I don't know. I can't remember.
Dad, you must.
It's no good, lass. I can't. Anyway, I told him to stop and have a drink on the way back. I said,
Did he say which pub?
No, he didn't. I wouldn't know where to start looking. It's that bad, is it?
Even the kids. Even the ones I've taught for months, ones I thought liked me, trusted me. And I'm only his sister. I'd better go for the police.
No, Jessie, you can't.
I've got to. You know what'll happen.
I know what'll happen and all if you bring the bobbies in.
We've got to do something, Dad.
Get Jack.
Jack and I aren't speaking.
Then go on, bloody, make him speak.
Jack.
Hello. Bit of a come down for you, isn't it? Coming into a public bar to run after bus cabs.
I need your help, Jack.
To change the system. Have a drink. We'll talk about it.
Tom. They found out about Tom.
So did they would.
They'll hurt him.
We all get hurt sooner or later. One day you'll find that's true.
You could stop it.
Get hurt myself.
Jack. Please.
I've never heard you beg before. You don't even do that for yourself.
You'll come.
You wait in here.
Here? I can't. You know I can't.
You'll have to, pet. All right, go round to your Tom's, but mind you use the front door.
Scab!
Scab! Scab! Scab! Get him!
Well, Scab, what are you going to say for yourself? Listen, you got it wrong. I had to. Me wife's ill.
Bloody liar!
Let him go. First one that moves, I'll break his arm. Who's in charge of you four heroes?
Me. Well, I'll be sorry for interfering. One of these days.
Not while I've got this. Now, you two bugger off and take the Sleeping Beauty with you. You, away with me. Tom. That's his wife. Go and take a look at her. A good look.
Tom?
Tom's downstairs, Mary, having a crack with his door. This is a mate of his from the lodge, just looked in to see how you are.
From the lodge? Will it be any trouble?
No, Mr. Sitton. I thought there would be. But I was wrong.
Jessie's downstairs, Mary. I'll send her up.
Jack?
Right.
There really won't be any trouble.
You've got his word for it.
Will that be all, sir?
Yes, I think so. Just a minute. You don't know anything about polishing swords by any chance?
Well, I've done all the others, sir.
Good girl. That's the sword I mean.
Ooh, it's not half heavy, sir.
I had to be. Mind you careful with it, girl. They're very hard to come by. Smart young fella made me a prisoner of that. Very smart. Huh?
The young man who came to see you this morning, sir.
That's right. Know him, do you?
Oh, no, sir. I was just wondering. But it's clean, sir.
Clean. Sword like that has to be spotless. Make sure you do a good job.
I suppose you're proud of what you've done.
That's enough, Jessie. Go and see Mary. She needs you.
Well, Davy?
Suppose you want me to say that I'm wrong. Well, I am. But why didn't he come to the lodge, man? I mean, there's a bit put by for a hardship fund.
Maybe he didn't want charity.
Maybe that's all that's left. I've told his wife there'll be no more trouble and there won't be. Not as long as she's alive and by the looks of her. That won't be for long. Oh, I was forgetting to put the bodyguard. You a miner by any chance?
Do I look that daft?
If I was you, mate, I'd hang on to that pick handle.
Stomach still sore, is it?
4 of us. He took on the 4 of us. I'd have never believed it.
Bugger off.
I'll be back with your hardship money.
Don't bother.
Use your brains, man. You can't go and scab with your
Don't
wife.
worry, I've finished with that. I've finished with a lot of you.
You gave him what for, all right.
Well, they asked for it.
Weren't you frightened?
You want to know all my secrets, don't you?
But weren't you?
I was terrified.
Then why?
Because you said please.
And because you enjoyed it as well.
Ah, well, it'll be the last time, I dare say. Be no need for pick handles in London.
Will we really have £7 a week coming in?
For a start.
And you'll get more?
Eventually, a hell of a lot more. I'll tell you something, Jessie. Before I met you, I could never be bothered to do anything. But now, one of these days, I'm going to set you up in a palace.
You mean it? You really mean it?
Of course I do. What the hell am I doing here, Sergeant? I said I'd be at the Savile.
Now what you talking about?
Have you forgotten already? It's what my captain said to me. Well, my captain's not a member anymore. Or maybe I'll get his place.
I still wish...
Yes?
Nothing. I hope that palace has got beer in it if we ever ask Mum to stay.
Mary, what in the world?
You weren't there. I was frightened. I thought you'd left us. Tom, where did you get that?
A night shift, Mary. I've been on the night shift.
Oh, you've been stealing.
They won't let us work, and I'm too proud to beg. But I'm damned if me and mine'll starve. There must be 30 quid's worth here, pet. And it took us half an hour to get it. £1 a minute. You know what, Mary? Working's a mug's game.
Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy, dance to the daddy, to the mommy sing. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have a fishy when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have a haddock when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have a bloater when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have a mackerel when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have a salmon when the boat comes in.